Well friends, we are finally on the platform, and let's understand how to trade long-term deals and analyze my past trades with the team that we opened long-term on the non-OTC pair of euro-dollar. Here are our profits with the team. As you can see, everything is green, just wonderful, pleasant. And now I will show you how I did the analysis here, how I started trading here, and how I selected the time for trading. And I will show you all of this now, tell you about it, and you will also be able to gain experience from this, so to speak, understand how to open long-term trades in order to enter them calmly and earn. And all of this should be done right away in demo trading. Don't rush to trade in real trading, so you can, so to speak, embed all this experience in your mind and then trade calmly. We entered long-term trades. Well, let's not drag this out. Let's get started right away. Don't pay attention to this zigzag modifier. I still haven't removed it since the last video, and let it stay because it's easier to see the trend with the zigzag. So, whether you're a beginner or not, I recommend using it because the trend is much more visible and you can see the moments where there is a drop or a sharp impulse. All of this is visible. In general, when I entered the euro dollar, I immediately set a 15-minute interval. I came here, clicked on M15, and what I saw here is that I need to understand how the trend is going from this interval. What I noticed from this 15-minute interval is that there was a very good, very strong upward impulse before this. You can see how the price jumped up very strongly, and after that, at the top, we can see this shelf, or rather our ceiling, from which we had a pullback. This pullback made me realize that we could open trades here with the team. I started opening trades at approximately this level. Let me even place a small rectangle there so I don't forget this moment. And so you can see where I started opening trades. I started opening trades roughly here. And after I realized that we had a very impulsive upward trend here, and after that we had a retracement because I started analyzing around here, I understood that it was time to enter here with our team. I clicked here on M5 and switched to the 5-minute interval. I immediately apologize if our trend starts to revert back to the beginning because this was trading from yesterday. And I just want to show you all of this now to explain it because I probably won't find such moments again and there isn't much time. So, when analyzing your trades and your momentum, let's talk less. Here, I already started analyzing. I entered the 5-minute interval, so I realized that we had an impulsive upward trend before this and then a retracement occurred. What did I notice from below? I started entering roughly at this point. I noticed that bullish candles were starting to form here. And from below, I also noticed that it was slowly starting to turn around. So it's clear that bulls have started to appear here, while before, during the retracement, they were absent because we had a prevailing bearish trend. But after this pullback, I noticed that from below, the trend is gradually, but confidently, increasing here, meaning that the previous highs we had here are being broken. And thus, as you can see, the trend has turned itself around again. It has gone up with a strong impulse. So not waiting for a new moment, I decided to open here because it is clear that I can try to open 3 to 4 trades for an increase. How did I do this? I realized that we had an upward trend. It pulled back, and here from below, I noticed that the bulls started to show themselves. New highs have started to appear. Here the price fell to this moment. For example, it was $50 and now it has started to cost $60. It did not drop below. It did not go further down, and here it has started to gradually turn around. Because of this, we can make a simple analysis. There's nothing difficult. Everyone understood it by the candles. Thus, we could open for an increase here. I generally advise opening at such moments, and what you need to do is if you found such a trend, you found a V-shaped form for example, you should open for the long term. If, of course, you are doing this analysis on 5 to 30-minute intervals, then yes, you can still enter for the long term. If you are doing it on minute or 2-minute intervals, then it's not worth it because the risk is much higher that you will lose all your trades. It's better to take such intervals, look for such moments, and then open for the long term. Here I immediately started with a 15-minute candle, or rather a trade, I apologize, but it did not go through for me as far as I remember the first trade. Why? Because we had this here. The candle is bearish. But after that, I opened about 6 to 8. trades, and calmly profited, meaning I opened trades for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and an hour. You can see all of this here. 15 minute, 30 minute. The reason I started opening trades on 15 minutes is that the trend began to rise after the bearish candle, creating two 5-minute bullish candles, which allowed me to open trades again and gain a good profit. Additionally, when I did my analysis, I also observed how it behaved on the 15-minute interval. So, entering here, I saw that a very high, very voluminous bullish candle was forming, and because of that, I continued trading here. I could have traded all night, as it was clear that the trend was still performing well until 9:30 Moscow time. It was behaving quite confidently on the rise, so we could still open trades here calmly. And how did we understand all of this? Because from below, we noticed that a gradual reversal was occurring as the previous highs were starting to be broken and new ones were being formed from below. A little dip was created from which we bounced back. Therefore, the simplest thing. A simple analysis, nothing difficult, candlestick analysis. You can use it, it's not hard at all. The only difficulty here arises in determining what time to open. But this is true for any strategy as far as I understand, because I've noticed that everyone makes mistakes with timing. But I advise starting with 2-3 trades when using this type of trading and analysis. If they all go smoothly, we also add on the same time frames, and we can add a little more on top. Well, that's all from me. Thank you all for watching this video. I explained how to try yourself in long-term trading and how to conduct the analysis. I hope everyone understood. There's nothing difficult about it. So, for anyone who wants to join our team, there is a link in the description and in the comments. There is also a link to my main group. There you can find reports from our team. Well, that's all from me. Thank you all for watching this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe.